It's 11 p.m. and you're slumped on your couch, phone in hand, its glow lighting up your face. Your mind is buzzing with dreams, starting a business, writing a book, or getting in peak physical shape. You whisper to yourself, tomorrow I'll start. But when tomorrow arrives, you're back on your phone, scrolling through TikTok or binging Netflix with guilt creeping in. If this feels like your life, this video is your wake-up call. I'm not here to push hustle harder cliches or make you feel bad. Instead, I'm sharing a 3-step system backed by science and packed with practical tips to break free from procrastination and turn your ambitions into reality. Stick with me because by the end, you'll have a clear, actionable plan to start living the life you've been dreaming of. Let's dive in. It's the frustrating clash between wanting to achieve big things and struggling to take the first step. You're not alone. A 2023 study from the Journal of Behavioral Science found that 68% of people with high aspirations battle chronic procrastination. That's over 2/3 of dreamers stuck in the same cycle. Why does this happen? It's not because you're lazy or lack willpower. Your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. Big goals like running a marathon, launching a startup, or mastering a new skill feel overwhelming like unclimbable mountains. When faced with something daunting, your brain nudges you toward easy, comfortable activities like scrolling Instagram or watching just one more episode. Here's the good news. Laziness isn't your identity, it's a habit, and habits can be rewired. Over the next hour, I'll guide you through 3 powerful steps to outsmart your brain, plus share science-backed strategies you can apply today. This isn't about grinding endlessly or chasing fleeting motivation. It's about working smarter to make your dreams happen. Let's start with step 1. Big goals are thrilling, but they can freeze you in your tracks. Imagine wanting to write a 300-page novel. Your brain doesn't just see words, it envisions hours of effort, the risk of writer's block, and the fear of failure. It's like staring at a towering mountain and being asked to leap to the top. No wonder you'd rather browse top 10 productivity hacks than actually get productive. This is called the cognitive overload effect in psychology. When a task feels too big, your brain shuts down and seeks instant gratification to dodge the stress. That's why you might spend hours on YouTube instead of tackling your goals. The solution: shrink the mountain into tiny, manageable hills. Instead of aiming to write a novel, commit to writing 1 sentence today. Instead of training for a marathon, start with a 5-minute walk. These micro actions are so small they don't trigger your brain's "this is too hard" alarm. This approach is grounded in science. A 2021 study from Stanford University found that people who broke tasks into small steps were 40% more likely to stick with their goals over 6 months. Why small wins create a dopamine feedback loop, making you feel accomplished and eager to keep going. Let's make this concrete. Say you want to learn a new language like Spanish. Instead of committing to an hour of study daily, download a language app and learn 1 word today, maybe hola, hello. Tomorrow, learn another. In a month, you'll know 30 words, enough to form basic sentences. Or if you're aiming to get fit, don't sign up for a grueling gym plan. Do 1 push-up right now. Tomorrow, do 2. Over weeks, you'll build strength without feeling overwhelmed. The beauty of micro actions is their simplicity. They're so easy you can't make excuses. And each step builds momentum, turning your big goal into a series of achievable tasks. Here's your action plan. Identify your big goal. What's something you've been delaying? Maybe it's coding a website, getting organized, or starting a side hustle. Find the smallest step. What's the tiniest action you can take? For coding, it might be opening a free tutorial. For organization, it's sorting 1 drawer. Track your wins. Use a notebook app or even a calendar to mark each micro action. Seeing progress fuels motivation. Embrace compounding. Small steps add up. If you code for 5 minutes daily, that's 30 hours in a year, enough to build a basic app. Micro actions aren't about instant results. They're about creating a sustainable path to your dreams, 1 step at a time. Now that you've shrunk your tasks, let's make action automatic. Relying on willpower is like trying to run a car on fumes. It's exhausting and you'll stall. A 2018 study in Psychological Review confirmed that willpower is a limited resource. That's why you might kick off January with grand resolutions, but crash by February. The answer is frictionless, Habits routines so easy they become second nature. Habits work because they bypass motivation. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't debate it, you just do it. Why? It's a low-friction habit embedded in your routine. The key is to reduce the effort needed to act. By lowering barriers, you trick your brain into starting without resistance. Let's apply this. Want to read more? Don't aim to finish a book a week. Instead, place a book on your nightstand and read one page before bed. The book's presence is a visual cue, and one page is so easy you won't skip it. Or if you want to eat healthier, don't overhaul your diet. Keep a bowl of apples on your kitchen counter instead of chips in the pantry. When you're hungry, the apple is the path of least resistance. Another example, if you're trying to exercise, don't commit to an hour at the gym. Lay out your workout clothes the night before and do 5 minutes of stretching in the morning. The clothes are a cue and 5 minutes feels doable. Over time, those minutes grow into a full routine. Here's how to make it work, make it easy. Design habits that take minimal effort. Want to journal? Keep a notebook and pen on your desk and write one sentence daily. Anchor to routines. Pair your habit with an existing behavior. For example, do 5 squats after brushing your teeth. Shape your environment. Set up cues to prompt action. Want to study? Leave your textbook open on your desk. Start tiny. A 2-minute habit done daily beats a 1-hour habit you quit. Consistency trumps intensity. Frictionless habits turn action into autopilot, laying the foundation for lasting change. The biggest hurdle to any task is starting. Once you're moving, momentum kicks in, but that first step feels like lifting a boulder. This is the activation energy barrier in behavioral science. Your brain inflates the effort required, making you avoid action. For example, think about cleaning your room. The idea of tackling every corner is daunting, so you procrastinate. But if you pick up one item, you often keep going. Starting is the key to unlocking progress. To break through, use the 2-minute rule. Commit to just 2 minutes of action. Want to study? Open your notes and read one paragraph. Want to write a blog? Type one sentence. 2 minutes is so brief your brain can't claim it's too hard. And here's the trick, starting often leads to continuing. It's like pushing a snowball downhill. Once it's rolling, it gains speed. This idea, inspired by James Clear's Atomic Habits, is backed by research. A 2022 study in behavior research and therapy found that short-time commitments increase task follow-through by 50%. Starting matters more than finishing. Let's see it in action. If you're avoiding a work email, set a timer for 2 minutes and write the first sentence. You'll likely finish the email. Or if you want to learn guitar, practice one chord for 2 minutes. That small start might lead to a longer session. Even if it doesn't, you've built the habit of beginning. Another example, if you're overwhelmed by a cluttered desk, spend 2 minutes organizing one corner. The act of starting shifts your mindset, making the rest feel less intimidating. Here's your plan. Choose a task, pick something you've been dodging like answering messages or practicing a skill. Set a timer. Commit to 2 minutes using your phone or a timer. Focus on starting. Don't worry about completing the task, just begin. Reward the start. After 2 minutes, treat yourself to a small reward like a sip of coffee or a quick stretch. This simple technique rewires your brain to see starting as effortless, dismantling procrastination one step at a time. Let's bust a myth. Laziness isn't a flaw, it's often fear in disguise. Fear of failure, judgment, or not being good enough can masquerade as procrastination. When you reframe laziness as a protective instinct, you can tackle the root cause. Ask, what's holding me back? Maybe you're afraid your work won't be perfect or you'll choose the wrong path. Name those fears, but don't let them steer the ship. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every high achiever has stumbled. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter was rejected 12 times. Elon Musk's early ventures teetered on collapse. Their secret, they kept moving forward. A 2020 Harvard Business Review study found that viewing failure as a learning opportunity boosts long-term success by 30%. Try this, keep a failure journal. Weekly, jot down one setback and what it taught you. Skipped a workout. Note why, e.g., I was exhausted and adjust, e.g., I'll exercise earlier. This turns mistakes into growth, making you resilient. Finally, go easy on yourself. Beating yourself up for procrastinating fuels guilt, not progress. A 2019 study in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin showed that self-compassion, treating yourself kindly during setbacks, boosts motivation and resilience. If you stumble, don't dwell. Take a breath and try again tomorrow. If you're ambitious but feel stuck, here's the truth. You don't need perfection, and you don't need to do it all now. Success comes from small, consistent steps. Shrink your goals into micro actions, build frictionless habits, and master starting with just 2 minutes. Every action is a vote for the person you're becoming. Your dreams won't chase you. You have to meet them halfway. So right now, pick one tiny action. Maybe it's writing a sentence, doing a push-up, or opening a tutorial. Do it and drop a comment below telling me what you started. Let's hold each other accountable and make our ambitions real. If this video helped, hit the like button, subscribe for more practical tips, and share it with someone who needs a nudge. Your support keeps this channel alive. I'll see you in the next one. Let's make things happen.